Hello, I am Paulo from Tuban Games, and we are continuing our series about cutscene editor and multiverse design. Now, I strongly suggest you people who want to make Machinima and other movies for RPG games or not, I strongly suggest this size, this YouTube's website, which is called the shot list. You just Google for shot list and we'll get here. This is very interesting. You learn a lot of things, and I know nothing about movie making, and this is for what I can say is for a beginner. This is a very good site. I strongly suggest it. Okay, and one of the things I learned here is that we have some called golden proportion, which is the correct placement of the camera and so on. And I try to put that in Multiverse Designer to help people placing cameras and so on. So we have several of them here. This is the most known, which is called the roll of thirds. So it says that if you put the what's the with you it says that you should think of the most important thing in your scene and put that on one of these corners, like this, for instance. If you put in this way, they say it will be better. I am not an artist, so may I disagree or not, but it's here if you want to use it. And there are others. There are the 2.2. Okay, there are some cinema makers who want to use this kind of position to see the scene, and you have golden triangles, which is another way of thinking of the rule of thirds. And you have also inverted golden triangles, and you have golden ratios, several golden ratios for you to choose from. And look at the shot list and you understand how this. But this is here, you can use it. It's just a way of putting an overlay onto the scene for you. Okay. Now we will get back to our cutscene. Now, using the rule of thirds, I will put a camera in the world here and pilot it. Now, okay, I'm feeling just like Steven Spielberg because I'm using the overlay to put things on the rule of thirds. Okay, my camera is there. Let's get rid of this annoying rule of thirds. But the idea here is to create a focus plane so that things will be focused here and unfocused on the rest of the scene. How can we do that? We do that using something called focal distance. And when we change focal distance, you have this nice guy who tells you where the focus of the camera is. So it is this way. Now we can look at the camera, how the camera is seeing things. Okay. And this time I will press Alt V. In this Alt V mode, you cannot change the camera. I'm pressing the mouse, it doesn't move because this is exactly what the camera sees. And now I will use the sensor width along with focal distance to create something called a depth of field. You see, the background is blurring, but the dragon and Grux stay in focus. So that's how movie makers grab our attention to this part of the scene and not that other part. And that's why I suggested seeing the shot list. This is one of the things I learned there. I don't know if it's important or not, but you can do this in Multiverse Designer. People tell me that's very important. Again, I am just a programmer, I'm not a movie maker. So you can do this. And the point being, since these are properties, they can be animated. So you can change this parameters, depth of field, and so on using our cutscene property keyframe. Now I will press Alt V again so that I can get out of this mode. Okay. I am back to normal things again. And now we need to know how to switch camera. So we have one camera here, which is I called camera. And now we have a second camera, and now we'll create a track for that, and I will say camera 2. And we did a camera switch camera at second 0. But suppose that we want to change that camera when things get near each other, say at second 7. An example, okay. At second 7, I will choose this camera 2, and I will add a switch camera keyframe here at second 7. Now I can have this switch camera here, and need a blend time, or have a blend, you may have a blend time and so on, okay? But I think that we just switch it. Okay, let's try it. We are in camera. Now we switch it cameras. It's very good, but the background is blurred. And that's how you switch cameras. If you look at this camera 2 switch camera keyframe, you see this blend time and this blend function. I like the easy in out function, and I will try about 2 seconds. Okay, let's see. Now we are at camera 1. Now we are changing into camera 2 in blend mode. So it's not a hard transition. Now let's talk about other keyframes. Well, we have this switch camera that I already saw, and you know this add execute button keyframe. Sometimes you have some execute buttons here. You can do that in the cutscene. You can create a base, you can do several other things, and with this execute button keyframe, it's not usually used, but it's there. Okay, and this is what adds the text over the character to put some text floating over the character, maybe an HP loss, maybe something you put in your movie. It's your choice. You can remove a keyframe here. This is important. This is not to remove the track. This is to remove the keyframe selected here. To remove the track, you click here. And now this is time dilation keyframe. Changes the entire time of the track. So what is inside the track can go more quicker or more slow. This is an advanced usage. Usually we use the animation rate here. It's a different thing. This is related specifically to the animation, and this is related to everything. So if you look, you change the wyvern's breath weapon, it will make the breath weapon slower, and you can't do that only with the play animation rate. It's something different. So we added here so you can make slow motion things and so on. Okay. Now this is the camera shake keyframe, which I will try to explain what it is, and we will put some camera shake keyframe at the camera at second 0. So I will try to make slow, and I will put another one of that at the second 4. And the second 0, it will start shake, and the second 4, it will stop shake. Let's see what happens. So I will put the scale all up here so that we can see the effects better. See, the camera is shaking. When it reaches 4 seconds, it stops. Now, just moving. Okay. And there's you can lose. There are several ways of doing this, and this is weird, but it can be used. Now it stopped because it stopped at 4 seconds. Now you must understand that although the name is camera shake, it's not exactly camera shake. It's game shake. Camera shake applies to all cameras in the game and to everything in the game. And you can, in fact, have more than one camera shake. You can put a very slow camera shake on top of a very fast camera shake and combine both of them.